What is up, History Nation? We're your hosts, Jerry Smith
and Rick Pastley.
Let's get right into the news. First things first, we have our reporter Harley Lehman in Kiev. Harley, how are things?
Thanks, Rick. I'm in Kiev, where they're calling themselves the Third Rome. Constantinople was the Second Rome. Here in Kiev and Rus, they have a decentralized government divided into provinces, which are led by different princes, and everything is going well. Well, relatively.
What's going on there?
Well, there's always a constant threat of nomadic invasions between the main rulers and the princes. Things are less than stable for the bulk of the population.
Okay then, what's the traffic like going through Kiev and Rus?
The Kiev's focus mostly on trade. Things like gold and wax, mostly with the Byzantines.
Neat, we'll be back to Kiev after the break.
Has this ever been you? Well, not anymore. Introducing new metal armor. Metal armor is the same strong metal used to make a sword, but it's been reforged to stop damage instead of causing it. Let's see some results.
Thanks, Armor.
Let's go to Harley, who has an interview with Prince Vladimir.
Thank you for meeting me here, Prince Vladimir.
No problem.
So you converted to Christianity in 982 CE?
Yes, for commercial reasons, but I mean more now.
So why did you pick Byzantine Christianity over the Roman Catholic?
They give us Cyrillic alphabet. It's very good.
Is anyone else in Kiev and Rus Byzantine Christian?
Yes, most of the elites after I converted.
Well, thank you for joining me here today again. Back to you, Rick.
Welcome back to History Nation, folks.
Right now, Rick Paisley seems to be picking up on a story with our favorite sport, warring, in the Frankish kingdom. What's going on, Rick?
Thanks, guys. King of the Franks, Charles Martel, seems to have won the Battle of Tours against the Muslims in the Arabian Peninsula. Looks like all that training was put to good use. This seems to be a good turning point for Christianity. Let's see what this means for his dynasty, the Carolingians. This was Rick Pastley from France.
You know what team I'm rooting for on the warring scenes? The Vikings.
Yeah, that terror from the north is very good.
Do you think it has something to do with their polytheistic religion? You mean, like gods like Thor, the god of thunder, and Odin, the chief god of war?
No, I think it's more to do with their long ships they use for warring that no one else has. But I didn't really think that Muslims were going to get farther than the Arabian Peninsula. How about you?
No, I expected that from the beginning. The Islamic Empire has been taking over land since 632 CE. They started in the Arabian Peninsula to almost the rest of the Middle East, not being able to conquer the Byzantine Empire, but being able to conquer Northern Africa and Spain. They were stopped by Charles Martel at the Battle of Tours.
Ah, man, you seem to really like this empire. What about their political structure? That seems to be a make or break of an empire.
I agree. The Islamic Empire is run by a caliph. The first was Muhammad, who was the founder. With his death, there was a Sunni-Shia split. Sunni Muslims believe that any good Muslim could be a caliph, while Shia Muslims believe only descendants of Muhammad could be caliphs. Though most of the Umayyad Empire was descendants of Muhammad.
Looks like this isn't an empire to mess with. It seems like we're going to need more about Islam if they keep conquering.
I've been digging deep into Islam. Let's go to the board.
10 quick facts about Islam.
Islam is a monotheistic religion with their God Allah.
They have the Holy Book Quran, and they also have the Hadith, a collection of stories about sayings of Muhammad.
They have the holy city of Mecca, destination of pilgrims and the city Muhammad is from.
They have 5 pillars or guidelines, and they are testimonies of faith, prayer, fasting in Ramadan, charity, and pilgrimage to Mecca.
There are 4 social classes in Islam: birth Muslims, converts, those of protected religions, people of the same book, and slaves.
Women have more rights than European women.
They are big on math, science, and medicine, like developing algebra.
They were big on philosophy and history, translating many Greek and Roman works. They are also have great art and architecture, like the Dome of the Rock in Jerusalem.
They share Jerusalem with Christianity and Judaism as an important holy city.
They have respect and recognize people of the same book, which are people who follow Judaism and Christianity. Thanks, Dave. Things are pretty good here now. There seems to be a rise of Neo-Confucianism in China, which is a take on Confucianism, exemplifies hard work with the civil service exam revived. Merchants have moved to the bottom of the social structure because they don't make the things they trade. It also has put a new pressure on patriarchy.
At the same time in Japan, they are celebrating their Shintoism, which follow animal spirits, kind of like Taoism in China. Speaking of China, which dynasty is the current one?
That would be the Sui dynasty. Jerry is coincidentally in China right now. Let's go to him to learn more.
I'm here in China where the Sui dynasty is the current dynasty according to the Mandate of Heaven. The Mandate of Heaven is the belief in China that the divine picks the leading dynasty. If a dynasty loses the Mandate of Heaven, disaster will arise. The Sui dynasty arose from the Warring States period, a civil war between families who tried to get the mandate, but the Sui came up on top.
What's the Sui dynasty been up to since they got the mandate?
The Sui dynasty under Emperor Wen, who founded the dynasty, have been busy building the Grand Canal, a canal that will connect the Yellow and the Yangtze River for easier trade and passage between North and South China. They have also been spreading Buddhism throughout China.
It sounds like they have been doing a lot. Thanks for the information.
No problem. This has been Jerry Smith signing out from China.
History Nation will be right back after this message from our sponsor.
Is this you?
Back. But,
It is without a camel saddle.
Made of leather and relatively new, these nifty devices allow you to be more comfortable and let your camel carry more weight and be more comfortable and more cooperative while it's doing so. Visit your local Saddles R Us for more details today.
I feel a lot more comfortable. Thanks, Camel Saddle.
Breaking news, Roman Catholic and Eastern Orthodox has just excommunicated each other.
Each have been splitting off for a while, but now it's official.
Rick is in Constantinople right now. Let's go to him.
I'm here in Byzantine interviewing random civilians on their aspect of the split. Excuse me, sir. Would you like to give me your opinion on the split between Roman Catholic and Eastern Orthodox Christianity?
Who cares? I've never been to Rome anyway.
Excuse me, ma'am. Would you like to give your opinion on the split between Roman Catholic and Eastern Orthodox?
So many differences. It's already been happening for a while.
You heard it here first, folks. Most people seem to not care at all.
Let's go to the board.
7 facts about Eastern Orthodox.
They're located in Eastern Europe.
The main city is Constantinople.
They do not use icons.
The language they use for services is Greek.
Their biggest holiday they focus on between Christmas and Easter.
Priests can marry.
They have Caesaropapism, which means Caesar over Pope. The leader of the country and the leader of the religion is the same person.
And we're back with the weather. We appear to have a Mongol front going this way, and they appear to be using some kind of new weapon.
I don't know. We haven't seen this before in this part of the world, have we?
No, I think it might come from China.
Yeah, it's like looks like a gunpowder in a boom thingy.
Boom thingy?
I am a historian. It is a technical term.
Right. Anyway, we also appear to have a plague front going from Italy to the rest of Europe. So be sure you got something over your face and some handy snake oil and herbs ready, just in case. Do we have someone in Constantinople?
Maybe. Oh, right. Dave. Let's go to Dave in Constantinople.
Sorry, Dave.
But anyways, this seems to be the last straw for Constantinople. Even with their defensive walls, it seems as if they'd be falling apart from the inside. Long before the Turks and their booby things ever showed up.
You too?
It's a technical term anyways. There have been palace intrigues, diseases, and street riots inside Constantinople's walls. The end is nigh for Constantinople.
Something that's changed in this region around this period of time was the newly split off Eastern Orthodox Christianity.
A continuity in this region is the Roman ideas.
Yeah.
7 facts about the Roman Catholic Church.
The main area is in Western Europe.
The main church is located in Rome.
They support the use of icons.
Priests must remain celibate.
The language they use for prayers is Latin.
Out of Christmas and Easter, their biggest holiday is Christmas.
The Pope, religious leader, and the political leader are not the same person.
Seems as if Pope Urban II has called in the biggest sporting event since the Olympics, the Crusades.
The Crusades were called to take back the Holy Land from the Muslims after they had started killing Christian pilgrims who go there.
Harley has an interview with the man of the hour, Pope Urban II himself.
Well, thank you, Pope Urban II, for joining me. You seem to be a very popular man right now.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
So what motivated you to call on the Crusades?
Well, the Byzantine needed help, and we needed to take back the Holy Lands.
A lot of people seem to be volunteering. What made them so motivated to volunteer? What did you do?
I told them that they would automatically go to heaven, and all their sins, past and future, will be forgiven and forgotten.
What kinds of people are volunteering?
Mostly peasants, but some lords go as well.
Back to you, Rick.
There seems to be some sort of front moving towards Western Europe.
Is it an army?
No.
Is it a religion?
No.
Is it a disease?
Yes, it's the bubonic plague, otherwise known as the Black Death.
Isn't that in China? How to get to Europe?
Harley's in the research room right now. Let's go to her to see what she can find out. Harley,
Remember to stay safe, and if you want any complimentary posies, call 1-800-DAD-EARTH.
there seems to be an evil and ever-changing threat of feet in this region, from the Vikings to the bubonic plague.
Good thing the people have their Roman Catholic Christian faith to lean on.
Now we have run out of ideas to fill our time slot at the moment, so we've decided to have a question and answer section. We have a question from one of our viewers by the name of Keith. It says, "What is Jerusalem?" Why,
Jerusalem-
Keith, we will answer your question.
Jerusalem is a city in the Middle East.
Jerusalem is a holy city for Christianity, Islam, and Judaism.
Islam has the Dome of the Rock in Jerusalem.
Judaism has the Wailing Wall in Jerusalem.
Christianity has the Tomb of Jesus.
I hope that answers your question, Keith.
So, what now?
I don't know, any changes in traffic along the Silk Road and that new bypass thingy in the Indian Ocean?
Let's see. Seems there is. There is a bunch of new products going through the Silk Road. Silk, cotton, porcelain, spices, gems, slaves, even exotic animals.
Is that new commercial technology like camel saddles and some new compasses, astrolabes, and larger ship designs?
There also seems to be some new economic tools like bills of exchange, credits, government coins, paper money, trading commercials, trading cities, government commercial infrastructure, where merchants basically rule.
We did it! We finished the Middle East
Oh,
through
wow.
the Islam dynasty kept changing.
Yep. At least we have good, reliable trade to lean on.
Speaking of trade, Rick Paisley has an interview with Marco Polo.
So, thank you for joining me today, Marco Polo.
No problema.
So, you're an Italian merchant?
Yes, I follow in my father's footsteps.
How does it feel to be the man who linked Western Europe and China?
Pretty good.
Do you like China?
Yes, I love the culture here.
What do you think the coolest Chinese invention is?
Probably the gunpowder. Make the pretty boom in the sun.
Yes. Well, thank you for joining me.
No problema. Thank you.
Now, back to the anchor desk.
The Tang dynasty in China seems to have ended. The Tang were the high point of Chinese civilization, with Silk Roads, tribute, Buddhism, and Confucianism, cultural influence over Japan and Korea, and printing.
The current Chinese dynasty is the Song dynasty, who are known for paper money and gunpowder.
It seems they are best to be known for one more thing as well, being overtaken by the Mongols, specifically the Khanate of the Great Khan. Every Khanate is led by either a child or grandchild of Genghis Khan.
Did he have enough descendants for that?
Yes.
The dynasty in China seems to be ever-changing in this region, thanks to the mandate of heaven.
The continued effect of Confucianism always affects the region as well. In this show, both Byzantine and Russia started neutral and had ties with Constantinople, and both East Asia and Western Europe were affected by the Black Plague.
And we were too.
We lost Dave.
But he got life insurance, combined with like the 40 cents we got paid from this. So we got a new office for like $20.
It's a nice
that's
office.
cool.
If you want to visit him, he's buried in France.
Somewhere over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for tuning into History Nation.
Have a great day from all of us here. And remember,
No news better than the Dabbing Globe.